let's talk world situation. There are a few main hot spots on Earth as of right now. It's the Middle East, Israel, Palestine, Iran, India and Pakistan, Russia and Ukraine, China and Taiwan. All major key countries are preparing internally for a big war. If before March 2025, an eclipse season, it was all vague and questionable, and we regular people were preparing for the possible de-escalation and peace, well, now it's all damn clear the situation escalated and it all goes down the hill. USA saved billions of their dollars thanks to Dodge and Musk's effort, and now moving all it towards militarization. Have you seen recent promo of USA militaries promoting to join the military forces?
Battles we win, but also by the wars we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. It's called peace through strength.
You look into the eyes of these young Americans who are giving up the best years of their life in a uniform to serve their nation. They are incredible.
Through our power and might, we will lead the world to peace. Our friends will respect us, our enemies will fear us, and the whole world will admire the unrivaled greatness of the United States.
President Trump is pushing for $1 trillion defense budget for 2026, which would be the first time it reaches that level. Trump selects concept for $175 billion Golden Dome missile defense system. In 2025, the civil budget for NATO is set at 483 million euro, and the military budget is at 2 billion euro, according to NATO. Ursula von der Leyen, President of European Commission, has put forward a significant plan to increase European defense spending in 2025 and beyond. Key aspects of the plan Rearm Europe program is that this initiative, proposed in March 2025, eclipse season, aims to mobilize up to 800 billion in funding for defense over the next 4 years. China spent $118 billion to build a robotic army for possible future war. Plans to vigorously develop intelligent robots were included in Premier Li Shuang annual report to the legislature, and Beijing announced a $13 billion fund for AI and robotics development. Why you should send people to war if you can send robots? China's official military budget for 2025 is $246 billion, according to China Power Project. This is 7% increase from money spent in 2024. However, some sources estimate that China's total defense spending may be significantly higher, potentially exceeding $474 billion. As of yesterday, USA was very likely to strong Iran, an official says, if talks fail, and of course, they did fail, and the same way it happened with Ukraine and Russia, peace talks. And that last night, I was not sleeping, I was watching, and I was terrified that Israel actually did the strike. Next hotspot seems building up in Suwalki Gap between Lithuania and Poland. Then Taiwan, well, there's a tension building up as well. The US expanding its military presence in the Philippines, including new bases that are strategically located close to Taiwan to enhance its ability to deter China's action in the region and potentially respond to Taiwan contingency. In the past few months, there have been multiple reports of US Navy ships transiting the Taiwan Strait, with some of these transits drawing attention from China. These transits have been characterized as routine by the US, highlighting the US commitment to upholding freedom of navigation in the region. China has responded to these transits by monitoring and warning the US ships, with some instances involving the People's Liberation Army, PLA Eastern Theater Command. From astrological point of view, as I predicted in my 2025 prognosis back in January on YouTube, 2025 is the year of explosive energy, Mars. And the first half was Mars debilitated, and it is not going to get calmer or easier, at least this year. Up until end of July, there are going to be a lot of ego clashes, a lot of escalations, a lot of unpredictable moves of world leaders. Saturn has invisible rings up until fall 2025, That means to me that there's no control of the order whatsoever. Total chaos, and people are doing whatever they want, but big and strong Judge Saturn will be coming back nonetheless. I check any chart of mentioned above countries who are arming their military forces like never before. And in each and every one of them, I see big potential for armed conflict. In each and every one of them, I see losses of people's lives. I see suffer, I see grief. And I came to astrology to learn better about myself, about my kids, to figure out my older daughter's health issues and allergies, to figure out where are their talents and what I can do to help them succeed in life. And I ended up watching countries' charts and being terrified, seeing all the dangerous years ahead. I wish people wake up and stop hatred. I wish people stop making things worse and worse every minute and every second. But it's not happening, and it makes my heart feel very heavy and sad and hurt. While I was thinking about making that video yesterday night, again, Israel bombed nuclear bases in Iran after 60 days of unresolved talks. It seems like things like this cannot happen without Trump's participation, but at the same moment, he seems pretty much disoriented by the news. Same way he was not ready for Ukraine to attack airplanes in Russia. But what does it mean? USA is still participating in all of this and most likely commanding all the major moves. But Trump is not in charge. And this tendency will be at least for the next 1.5 years while Ketu's polishing his ego. His prerogative is to work with immigrant situation inside the country and to make big, beautiful bills and make all preparations for possible big world war in coming years, specifically 2029. And do what he's been told. And now when Jupiter will go retrograde, soon will Saturn go retrograde as well, the situation in the world is not going to get better.